It is April 7th, 2025, and it is time for our quarterly update on the progress of growing the revenue share organization here at eXp Realty. Hi, I'm Mike Weisman, real estate agent, team leader, and organization leader here at eXp Realty. And I'm going to start giving you kind of regular updates on the growth of my organization here, which is called the Going Big Global Alliance. I joined eXp just over 4 years ago, about 4.5 years ago. It was October of 2020. And when I came on, I was really looking to expand my production and grow a production-based team. That's exactly what we did for the first 2.5 years, even 3 years, ramping things up, building on the technology, ultimately getting our team to about an 8 to 10 agent team here in the state of Maine, up in New England, and ultimately getting to about 97 closings per year. I also have 6 kids, 5 are licensed in real estate, so my kids have been a big part of building this organization, and you'll hear more about that as in successive updates as we go. But with this update, what I wanted to do was just kind of take a look back, give you the update for the first quarter of 2025 so you can see where we've come from, and then my plan is to continue forward with weekly updates as we're looking to grow the organization and really scale and just help agents do more business and achieve their financial goals on the eXp Realty platform, combined with all of the resources, tools, trainings, mentoring masterminds that we here at the Going Big Global Organization can provide for them as well. So what I'm going to start with is actually I'm going to jump back to last year. This is a slide from my cell phone. It's a screenshot. This is our revenue share dashboard. We're looking at we're looking at April of 2024. So not quite a year ago, about 11 months ago. And I'm sharing this slide here because this is when we hit 50 agents. And this was a milestone for me personally because it proved a couple things. One, it was a milestone that proved to me that from doing production and being an Icon agent, and I have now Icon 3 times. I'm very blessed and very fortunate on the eXp platform to Icon 3 times. In 2023, I was the Icon Agent of the Year. I'm serving on currently the New England Regional Council and also the National Agent Advisory Council. So it's been an incredible journey over the last 4.5 years. But by last year, spring of 2024, I hit that 50 agent milestone. And to me, that was something that I realized if I can get to 50, I can go to 500, I can go to 5,000. And it just depended on how many agents that I could help and pour into and share the systems, the technologies, the processes that my team and I had created to get us to 100 transactions per year in a relatively small market up here in the Northeast, in the mid-coast of Maine. So that was a big milestone, which is why I'm sharing you this screen right here. As you can see, I had level 1, 16 agents, level 2, 20 agents, and level 3, 11 agents by April of 2024. The next screen I have here for you is actually just going to go ahead a little bit in time. This is only going ahead 2 months. And I'm just showing this because I happen to have these screenshots. I've not been very good about screenshotting them every single month like I probably should have. But in about 2 months, we didn't make a lot of progress, I want you to notice. This is 2 months. Organization grew by 5. We went to 55 total organization side. But we notice right above the camera where I'm speaking to you is it does show here the year-to-date growth by about mid-year last year in June, the 6-month mark. We had added 20 agents to the organization. That's a net gain of 20 agents. So we started 2024 somewhere around 25 or 30 agents in 2024. And so by mid-year had gone to 55 agents. And again, these are just sort of little personal milestones. And I don't know if there's a right or wrong pace that you can go at or grow at, but this is when I started to get really intentional about seeking out the best coaching, the best training, and really understanding the process of agent attraction, what it means to pour into agents, to lead with value, to show agents there's a better way and a better future for them by partnering with us here on the eXp platform. So from mid-year last year in June, now let's go ahead and let's look at how we finished the year. So this is a slide, a screen capture from right after the first of the year. It's the first week in January of 2025. So you can see in that 6-month period, we've now gone from 55 agents, and we have now added, we're up on 15 net gain of agents, and we're at 70 agents. Remember, the frontline agents was 16, and here if you look at level 1 in the center, it's showing 25 agents. So 9 level 1 agents were added, which is really, really important, because that's just so much where your growth is. Level 2 grew as well, 29 agents, and level 3, 12, and on down there. Level 4 is open with 4 agents. And so this is, where we were at the first of this year. Now, actuality, I don't have a screenshot of this, but going into that fourth quarter, that final month of the year, into December, as I recall, we had actually slipped back to maybe about low 60s, like 63 agents. I had touched upon 70 in the early part of December. And then at the end of the year, as your organization starts to grow, it just happens that agents will have attrition. Agents who were not in production, who didn't renew their license by and large, was the reason for the attrition. So it didn't affect the revenue share income really at all, but it is a kind of a culling at the end of a very tough year. And a few of the agents that were in my organization that just weren't going to continue in real estate moved on and left us there. But we were back to 70 very quickly. So what you see here is this is on the first week of 2025, is January 7th. In that first year, we had already onboarded 7 agents coming on there, which is really, really cool. Now let's go to the end of the first quarter. Okay, so here we are at the end of the first quarter, and you can see we've made a nice little move ahead here. We're now at 81 agents. Frontline is now up to 27 agents, and one also key measure of really the strength of your frontline is the number we call qualifying agents, frontline qualifiers, which are the agents actually doing and turning out production, and that is 16 of the 27, and that's soon to be probably 17 to 18, because there's a little bit of a lag time as new agents come on, go into production, and they become qualifying agents in production. So I feel pretty good about that number right there. So this is where we are right now at the end of the first quarter. The end of the first quarter, we have a net gain, by the way, year to date now, of a net gain of 22 agents for the first quarter. That's not showing on this slide, but that is the net gain. We see it on a different screen. And that breaks down to approximately 10 to 11 agents of personal efforts, personally reaching out, opening conversations, and attracting agents to our organization, and about 10 or 11 that came in by assisting and helping, supporting the agents in my organization build their teams, grow their organizations. And really, this is all about leaders creating leaders, right? Leaders raising up other leaders. Many of I've heard my mentors say that you're not a true leader until you actually have created another leader. And so that's what it's all about. So these are our results for the first quarter of 2025. I will be updating you. I'm going to try to do it once a week, which I think may be a little bit of an ambitious goal. And again, what I know is there might not be a lot of changes week to week as we go through. You might see just 1, 2, or 3 agents, sometimes no agents join in any given week. Currently onboarding at a rate of about 2 to 3 frontline agents per month. And then we're seeing a little bit larger growth overall in the depth of the organization. But what I know is this is a compounding effect. And just like, launching a rocket ship into space, 80, 90% of the energy is used just to break free of the orbit. And after that, it just kind of goes and goes on its own. There's really no limit to how far it can go and can grow. So this is where we're at right now. If you've got any curiosity and interest of what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it, absolutely feel free to reach out to me. Happy to share with you, and look forward to catching up with you in future updates. This is really, by the way, guys, it's a sprint to the first 100, right? Back in April 24, it was a sprint to 50, although it felt like kind of a long time. This is a sprint to 100, and then we'll put the next milestone on there, and we're on our way to 1,000 agents. So I'll keep you guys updated. Appreciate you joining in for a couple minutes here for the first quarter update. Take care. Bye-bye.